Hello everyone. NPSC conducted its Civil Services Prelims examination on 13 December 2025. And now that the holidays are over, let's discuss the paper analysis. So, in terms of the level of the paper, if I take easy, moderate and hard, paper slides somewhere between moderate and hard with a tilt towards harder side. One of the biggest reasons why I believe that happened was, first of all, the paper was statement based. Along with that, many areas that usually remain untouched were asked to. Overall, paper was comparatively good in comparison to the last years. Now let's move to the yearly trend. In terms of yearly trend, I would like to bring your attention to the computer and IT that was added in the year 2022. Since 2022 and even in 2025, the trend remains consistent. In terms of other subjects, the number of questions keep on going up and down. For example, if you can observe polity, consistently it has remained between 25 to 13. Usually in 2023 and 24, we can observe 12, 18, 13. So the trend remains along the same line between 25 to 12 or 13. Along with this, if we check geography, yes, remains a major constituent of the questions. Now, one trend that we have observed in geography in NPSC is the fact that they have mixed environmental questions with geography. So since environmental protection and other things related to it are a major trend, they have also started adding it into the examination itself. Now moving forward to the 2025 analysis itself. In terms of 2025 analysis itself, the major chunk of the questions came from the Nagaland aspects. That is expected since we are dealing here with the State Public Service Commission. The next biggest chunk, as we can observe, was of the modern history, specifically the modern history that is beyond 1857, mainly the freedom movement. Now, one thing or one of the biggest misconception that usually remains among the students is that ancient history is not important. But let me bring your attention to the ancient history. 12 questions. As we can observe, if we look at the previous trends itself in terms of ancient history, 6, 10, 6. This year, it was 12. Ancient history's importance is continuously increasing. And one another aspect that we have observed in the ancient history is the fact that now they have also started adding questions from Jainism and Buddhism on a larger scale. To be specific, the culture part is being added here. GMA, the reasoning and mathematics part remains consistent. Polity remains consistent. Economy, yes, remains consistent. But economic questions this year were asked in a fusion. In what type of fusion? Mainly mixing the static part with current affairs. So they were mixing current affairs of economics part with the static part. Now moving forward with some of the questions that we actually asked in our examinations or our mock tests that were asked by NPSC too. So I will just take a handful of examples here. For example, this one is from the Nagaland aspects. As you can observe here, NPSC Prelims asked the first attempt to classify Naga languages was made by whom, and our NPSC combined mock test Nagaland aspects question number 49 also asked the same thing. Same happened with the earliest revolutionary organization founded by V.D. Savarkar. So a similar question was asked in our full length test third, question number 148. Sorry. Now moving forward, another question that came from our own mock test. There are multiple of them, but I will not take much time here. So moving forward to the questions from our classroom notes. Now regarding the massacre of Jallianwala Bagh, whether it's who wrote Gita Rahasya, these questions specifically came from our own classroom notes. If our own students remember, we have discussed these questions or these specific topics not just in the classroom. We have also discussed this in our revision classes just before the examination too. So those of you who attended, probably you were in a better position. So moving forward from here, another example of it. For example, we keep on discussing in modern India regarding the Indian Council Act of 1861, where Indians were for the first time included or became connected to the administration directly. Along with this, the Quit India movement, along with this, the INA trials that took place at Red Fort. All of this, if our students remember, is present in their classroom notes itself. Now, regarding the paper itself, we had more than 65 plus questions directly asked in the NPSC prelims from our own classroom notes and our mock tests. So as expected from the previous trends of the Imperial and their mock tests. Now moving forward with this, in terms of cutoff, although it's almost impossible for us to judge cutoff because it all depends on multiple factors depending on the performance of the students who are sitting in the examination hall and the number of seats, along with this the paper level. But after talking to multiple students who have appeared in the examination, I would suggest that if you are someone, this is just a suggestion, anyone who is scoring, between anyone who is scoring between 80 to 85 should start preparing for the mains. Now mains result as per the previous trends again is expected to be between 17 to 20th January. But as I said, it's not written in the stone. It depends on the NPSC and their workload. So it could come before that too, or it could come later too. Now in terms of those students who are nearby this number or who are not even making it, it's fine. Or who are not near this number. All of you in the given time period must prepare for the means. Why? It is always said that in terms of civil services, the path to the prelim goes through means. NPSC Prelims 2026 will be conducted this year, probably around October, November or December. So you still have around 9 months in your hand. So probably in the first 3 months, all the students who are planning to go for NPSC 2026 or have appeared in NPSC Prelims 2025, all of them should for the first 3 months at least prepare for the mains. In this, you can collect resources, you can practice answer writing, or you can revise current affairs, whatever is required from the mains examination. For example, mains examination is famous for asking you questions in such a way that they fuse both static and current affairs, especially in the GS2 part. So it doesn't matter whether you are in this bracket or nearby this bracket or not in this bracket. In the first 3 months or of this year, I would suggest that you should go for the mains practice. If you clear, then you are ready for the mains. If you are not able to clear, then definitely next time you will clear the prelims, and at that time you will be better prepared for the mains. Along with this, students definitely should concentrate on essay. Essay is an open canvas for you. You can express yourself howsoever you like and is a really good way of scoring good marks or at least assuring yourself a seat in the interview. And hence, as I said, that doesn't matter where, do prepare for mains at least for the first 3 or 4 months, and after that you can go for your prelims preparation. At the end, we at Imperial IAS Academy thank you for your time. Along with this, good luck for those who have paid for the NPSC prelims and best wishes for those who will be appearing in the 2026. Thank you.